Want to check in with Storm Tracker meteorologist Carson Meredith right now, keeping an eye on a threat tonight.
Yeah, Carson, these are the worst kind of storms we fear because they do happen while we're sleeping.
And that's the greatest concern tonight, is the fact that a lot of us will be sleeping and you may not hear those warnings as those storms roll through tonight. This is the general severe weather checklist we talk about all the time, but that first bullet line is even more important tonight. You have got to have multiple ways to get those warnings to wake you up tonight. It could be downloading the Wave 31 Storm Tracker weather app on your phone. It could be a NOAA weather radio. It cannot be a tornado siren. Make sure you know where your shelter is, that is, before you go to bed tonight. Keep your phones charged up in case you lose power. And of course, stay with us here on air, online at wavetv.com, and on that Storm Tracker weather app. We will be here all day and all night tracking this severe weather event. This morning, it's nice and quiet on the Wave 31 Skycam network. It is cloudy, which means it's very mild, kind of soupy out there. 66 in Huntsville, 67 in the Shoals, 63 this morning in Guntersville. The early warning radar network is looking pretty dry. You do notice some very small showers in Tennessee that have developed over the last hour or so, and it's not out of the question to see one of those showers sneak into our area later on today. But for the most part, the daytime hours on this Friday look pretty good. Mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few peaks of sun this afternoon, but this is one of those days, of course, where the sun is not our friend. That means more fuel in the atmosphere. High temperatures today in the upper 70s, so very warm once again. Here's that severe weather risk tonight. There is a slight change in the risk map in that the level 3 risk in red has actually been scooted a little bit to the west, but I do not want to let your guard down. Do not get too hung up in these different colors or these different numbers. Everybody still has that chance for severe weather tonight, but the area of greatest concern is going to be for our friends in the Shoals who live right along or west of Highway 43. Let's break down those timings and those threats region by region. Northwest Alabama, storms could arrive as early as 9 o'clock tonight and will last through 1 o'clock in the morning. We're talking wind gusts upwards of 70 miles per hour in the Shoals, and that's where we also have that greatest risk for a few of those spin-up tornadoes tonight. Along I-65, Athens, Decatur, here in the Huntsville Metro, storms arrive as early as 11 o'clock and will last through 2 a.m. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and those brief spin-up tornadoes will be possible here in the metro. Then we go to northeast Alabama, Scottsboro, Guntersville, Fort Payne. Storms arrive as early as 1 o'clock in the morning and last through 4 a.m. Wind gusts will be slightly lower in Sand Mountain, but they still could be severe, around 60 miles per hour. And yes, that tornado threat is still present in Sand Mountain, but those storms will continue to weaken as they move into northeast Alabama tonight. Could still pack a punch, though. Here's future radar. This is noon today. Pretty quiet, maybe 1 or 2 showers, that's all. Let's zoom things out. We showed you that line of storms in Dallas a little while ago. This is where that line of storms is by 5 o'clock tonight. Across Arkansas, that's our main concern for damaging winds and some of those spin-up tornadoes tonight. Having said that, we'll have to watch for these supercells that develop ahead of the line in Mississippi. This is around 8 o'clock tonight. If any of those supercells can hold on long enough to get into northwest Alabama, our tornado potential might go up just a little bit. That's not a guarantee. That's just something we'll have to watch as the night goes on. Regardless, all of these thunderstorms will congeal into an even stronger line of storms that will push eastward through North Alabama, arriving in the Shoals around 9-10 o'clock, along I-65 closer to midnight, pushing into Sand Mountain just after 1 o'clock in the morning. And then by 4 a.m., fortunately, this is a quick moving system, so the severe weather threat winds down pretty quickly, and we'll be done with the storms by sunrise tomorrow. Again, we'll be here with you all day on all of our platforms. 7-day forecast, quieter this weekend, still warm with some shower chances Sunday through Tuesday.